What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 411 of Community Universe Mode, edition number Big 4040 of Reality Wrasslin this Friday evening, coming at you for a double stream as immediately following Reality Wrestling here. Well, not immediately, about a 10-minute break, because I'll actually have to set up the card. But Genesis gonna be kicking things off with a debut coming your way from the Genesis brand, Brooklyn, looking to make his mark here in CMV as he will be taking on Mateo Blade, of course, hulking Michael Payne in his corner. The two of them forming an alliance some weeks back. We saw Mateo Blade make his debut, a bit of a surprise. Remember, it was supposed to be, God, this was last month, I think, the top of last month. It was supposed to be Rob Cross versus Johnny Columbus, but Cross came out injury after Columbus had already entered and instead sent Mateo Blade in his place. Columbus would end up defeating Blade. But the WGW crossover superstar going to bounce back here and put down the Gucci-wearing Brooklyn. Whatever, everybody. Goat, I'm still going to call you Goat. Topher, 702. Hellish, welcome, welcome. Of course, in our main event here on Reality Wrestling, guys, we're going to find out who's going to be heading to Validation 2 weeks away, guys. The first of the big four pay-per-views this season, Fusion and Genesis featured on the event, but at the pay-per-view, on the pre-show, the new Rising Star champion, Masao Yume, will be defending his title for the first time. And in our main event here tonight, we find out who against as Johnny Columbus will be taking on Black Gale in a number one contenders match. Oh boy. Brooklyn certainly knowing how to put on a first impression here. Look at this tracking shot from the back, ladies and gentlemen. The Prodigy, he calls himself, Brooklyn, looking to show us what he's all about here in his debut. What up, Soul? Look at that Gucci Prada. Nobody could say that Brooklyn here ain't fashionable. But of course, looks are just second. It's all about what Brooklyn can get done in that ring here tonight. Dang, look at these moves. Are you breaking a move right now, Soul? Validation is 2 weeks from this Sunday. No, it's 1 week from this Sunday. The day after my birthday. Oh, Aaron just got triggered. So did Jen. There you go, Mateo Blade now making his entrance. It's next Sunday is Validation. Mateo Blade, one of the many WGW superstars to try to make a second home here in CMV. And of course, he's got the help of the big fucking hulking man there behind him, Michael Payne. I don't know if you caught him, but this guy's huge. He actually made his own debut a couple weeks ago in a triple threat matchup. He did unfortunately take the loss, but Mateo Blade and Payne forming a little bit of an alliance a couple of weeks ago to watch each other's backs. All right, here we go. Brooklyn making his CMV debut, taking on Mateo Blade. The Prodigy against the sexy boy. Old boy Poe gonna ring that bell. We're gonna get it on as Mateo Blade tries to charge Brooklyn. Runs right into an Irish whip. Now another Irish whip. Rebounds off the ropes. Cheeky little chest bump. Up over the shoulders now. Mateo Blade gonna go for a ride with a shotgun Samoan drop. Brooklyn, of course, gonna have to be weary of Michael Payne there ringside. Not too sure if he's gonna try to interfere or not. His presence alone might throw off Brooklyn, but so far it's not looking like it. Long road home. Fisherman's driver right there by Brooklyn. As now the Prodigy with an Irish whip. This crowd very, very loud tonight. My goodness. Look at that. Knocked the teeth right down onto those Gucci pants. Oh, Phoenix splash now. Yo, look at those shoes. This guy. He's wearing more than I make in a year right now. Goes for a shoulder thrust, looking to knock Mateo Blade to the outside. I'm very impressed with Brooklyn so far, but Mateo Blade looking to take control for himself. Unfortunately, that's thwarted. Out onto the apron once again, but a forearm smash. Mateo Blade now with a springboard blockbuster, beautifully executed. Blade gonna prop Brooklyn up into a seated position, now down on one knee. Sorry if I yawn a lot throughout the streams tonight. I literally just woke up probably like half an hour ago. Oh, kicking out the shin, and then a springboard senton. I'm impressed with Brooklyn, but Mateo Blade showing what he's worth. Dragons coulda. Looking to bring Blade up to a vertical base, but Mateo fires off with a knee to the chest. Now an arm drag. Gonna put Mateo down on one knee. Brooklyn looks to close in. Oh, nasty forearm smash there by Brooklyn. Looks like a lateral press. We're gonna steal the pin, but only a 1 count. And now Brooklyn dragging Mateo away from the ropes towards the center of the ring. Stomp to the midsection, props him up just for Brooklyn to put him back down with another boot to the chest. Back to the seated position. Now up to one knee. Brooklyn's got something in mind here, guys. Punch to the side of the head. Mateo still has enough in him to fight back, though, with a punch to the ribs. Shoots in, goes for a scoop slam. Brooklyn drops down behind for a reverse DDT, slapping the tail on the way down. Oh, the big dog Brooklyn here. Might be signaling for the end. Oh, my God! Holy shit! I don't know if you guys saw that. If you blinked, you missed it. The versatile striking game there by Brooklyn. Mamma mia, guacamole. Holy. That was nasty. Just slapped the life out that boy, and now Brooklyn's not done. The newcomer lining up Blade. Oh, bicycle knee. Into the pin, hooks that leg. 1, 2. Whoa. Michael Payne grabbing Poe and yanking him out of the ring, saving Mateo Blade from what looked like a match-ending pinfall there. Poe not going to eject him. That's a questionable decision there by the referee. Well, look at this. Mateo Blade now given a second chance thanks to Michael Payne's actions. Looking to rally a comeback. Couple of double axe handles. Now a roll through with a boot to the side of the head. Brooklyn's been dominating this matchup. Now Blade's going to turn it around thanks to Payne. Oh, Enziguri in the corner. Now with a cartwheel moonsault executed. Look at Michael Payne with the cheeky little claps there. We don't talk about Slappy anymore, okay? Snapmare. Oh, roundhouse kick by Mateo. Nearly sent Brooklyn's head flying up. Well, all the seats at Reality Wrestling are pretty much cheap, so just into the crowd. Now Irish whip. Out onto the apron. Blade obviously has something in mind as he puts Brooklyn down on the outside. Oh, springboard moonsault! His legs just landed right on the security barrier. Might have broken both of his ankles right there. Brooklyn's like, look at this motherfucker. Look at this punk right here. Yeah, Slappy drank some boo juice, became Damien. Now that he stomps like a Michael Payne, knows he has to keep his distance here. He can't try to help out Mateo. Oh my God. Brooklyn now set right into the steel steps. We're at a count of 4, mind you, ladies and gentlemen. This opening matchup of Reality Wrestling number 40. Count of 6, Brooklyn breaks free from Mateo's grasp. How to get back in the ring right now. Brooklyn's going to make sure that they do. All right, at the count of 7. Brooklyn now in the lateral press here. Poe drops down in position. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. Stomping on that quad now. Brooklyn making a target of Mateo Blade's legs after he missed that moonsault and hit the security wall. Snapmare by Brooklyn goes for a headbutt. Gets an elbow straight to the face instead. Shoots in. Oh, kicking out the knee. Rebounds off the ropes. Oh! Oh! Hurricane Rana DDT spiking him. That was nasty. Oh, Mateo again with this spinning roundhouse kick off the snapmare. Michael Payne is absolutely loving the way this match is going, and it might be about to end. Hooks the leg, does Blade. 1, 2. Nearly does, but Brooklyn has enough left in it to power out there. Mateo Blade can't seem to believe it. Both hands atop his head. Astonished. Scoop slam attempt, but Brooklyn once again reverses, slapping the tit. The reverse DDT. And the Prodigy cooking up something in his mind right now. Goes for a grapple forearm smash instead. Mateo goes for a kick to the midsection, caught up, counter. Trips him up now, puts him down to the canvas where it looks like a knee lock. Will Mateo Blade be forced to tap out here, ladies and gentlemen? No, gonna break free as Mateo flips himself over. 3 punches to the face, gonna bust Brooklyn wide open, guys. And I saw a quick shot of Brooklyn's face there. He is gushing blood. Now look at this, another leg drop bulldog. Guys, Brooklyn looks to be completely out of it right now. He is literally out cold. I don't know why Mateo's not going for the pin, but maybe Brooklyn playing possum. Hurricane Rana. Oh, now Brooklyn lining up the shot for a second bicycle knee. Michael Payne, you see his reaction. He knows that this is done unless he interferes again. And he does. Come on, Poe. Eject this motherfucker. He literally put his hands on you. Oh, wow. Poe, the most lenient referee in CMV history to not eject Payne here. Oh, he does. Payne's ejected. Michael Payne has been ejected. Poe's had enough. That's twice Mateo Blade has been saved by Payne in this matchup. Twice this match would have ended by now, if not for Payne. But now he's gone. And Brooklyn, double boot stomp to the chest out of the Tree of Woe. Oh, look at that. I don't know what Brooklyn's doing right now. Juking and jiving. And now Brooklyn. Look at that again. I can't believe that. Mateo Blade just going to no-sell it. Quickly shakes off those cobwebs, back up to his feet with a Dr. Teeth of his own. And then Brooklyn's bleeding bad. Mateo up to the top rope. Oh! I think he tried for a double boot stomp, but Brooklyn actually rolled out of the way just in the nick of time. Oh, dear God, don't tell me. Brooklyn getting the CM Universe up on their feet. Suicide dive DDT. Holy shit. I don't know, Topher. Twitch has been weird lately. One day I'll have 18 viewers and the next I'll have 4. I don't have that consistent viewer base, apparently. Standing sea fire, though, by Mateo on the outside. Back up to a vertical base. Mateo now sends Brooklyn crashing into the steel steps. Poe currently at a count of 5, my friends. Fireman's carry going to take Mateo overhead. These guys got to get back out of the ring. 7. It would be a damn shame for this match to end via a double count out or a count out either way. Brooklyn's going to make sure that doesn't happen, though, my friends. Oh. Brooklyn. Oh, he's going to reset the count. Yeah, look at that snap. Neck breaker on the outside. That's going to reset the count. Kind of one now, Mateo Blade. Brought up to his feet. Jumping knee strike now. Directly to the face. Excuse me. I don't know what that little weird breath was there. Bullplex. Brooklyn just bullying Blade at this point in the matchup. Count of 5 at long road home once again. Jesus Christ, man. Brooklyn is literally butchering Mateo Blade here. Mateo might be about to cost himself. Gas tank running empty. Count of 8 now. Throws Mateo back in the ring and follows suit. Oh, gonna dab on the haters is the Prodigy. Now there's no pain to help out Mateo as Brooklyn with the bicycle knee a third time. Making sure there ain't no cheeky rope breaks. Flips him over, hooks the leg, and that's gotta be it. 1, 2, 3, and Brooklyn victorious. And his debut certainly wasn't easy. Certainly not leaving without scars. What a showing by both men. Fantastic back and forth matchup to start off the show. These nasty bicycle knees. Brooklyn hit 2 of them during the match, but twice Michael Payne either pulled Poe out of the ring or distracted him. Poe finally had enough to get the hell out of here. You're ejected. And Brooklyn just went hard in the motherfucking paint. Hey, what up, Laser Show? Creeping while you peep. In event, Johnny Columbus, Black Gale, #1 contendership. Winner gets that Rising Star Championship matchup on the pre-show of Validation. Of course, Johnny Columbus already in action at Validation. He's set for that huge 8-man elimination tag match, part of Team Divine. If he wins, if he beats Black Gale, though, I'm sure he won't mind pulling double duty for a shot at championship gold. But here we go. The action continues, my friends. As up next, Dave Coach. And action, of course, made his debut earlier this week on Monday Night Fusion. Put up what really gave Damian the biggest fight of his career so far, but just like the rest, ended up falling to the Gargoyle of Destruction. Now he's back, has Jack Dialop in his corner as he looks to get his first win in CMV over Flashy. Of course, we know Flashy been struggling since the start of the season to get those W's, coming off a loss to JT Fury earlier this week. Hoping to finally bounce back here. Quick drink of water here. Still a lot to get to here. We got tag team action coming up after this. It's going to be Johnny Vegas returning to action as he fights alongside Christ to take on High Voltage. Christ's been battling both members of High Voltage respectively these past couple of weeks. Now he's going to have a little bit of help with trying to dispatch both of them at the same time. Here they come. Oh. Jack Dialop still has the Rising Star Championship. Not letting go is Dialop. He bought that very expensive replica off of CMVshop.com. He feels as though he should still be Rising Star champion. But he's not. He, of course, lost it on the pre-show to King of the Ring this past Sunday. Matseo Yume, the new champion. He'll defend against whoever is the winner in our main event later on tonight between Columbus and Gale. Brandishing that beautiful replica belt that you could get yourself if you're willing to, you know, throw out the dollars. But of course, this is Coach Dave Daniels in action. Jack Dialop just going to be ringside to support his new tag team partner. Of course, Dialop was kicked out of the Ballers Club and he took Coach with him. Like I said, man, Coach definitely put up the hardest fight today against Damian. Nearly had Damian beat a couple of times, if you can believe that. But in the end, like all the others, like the 12 others, he still ended up falling to that virus slam. Both these men coming off of losses. One of them gonna emerge as a winner tonight. And Flashy finally get that W. He is seeking. We're going to find out right now, my fine feathered friends. Coach Dave Daniels spitting in the hands. Flashy ready to go. Let's get it on. Poe rings that bell. God, I'm yawning so much. Spinning soul kick right at the game. A second time. Guess it worked the first time. Said, why not? Then a fucking hip toss slam. And here's the wrestling aptitude. Coach Dave Daniels, a pure wrestler through and through. You gotta watch out for that when you're up against them. Flashy with a rake of the eyes, getting desperate. Is double Y now with a TKO. I said it a couple weeks ago. Remember, Flashy took a loss to I think it was on CMV Live. And after the matchup, he actually attacked his opponent. So frustrated, the emotions are boiling over Flash. You can't really blame him. I don't condone the actions. We got a hammerlock lariat right there. Double D with an Irish whip. Flash going to rebound right into a possible belly-to-belly, but instead a chest bump. Now another Irish whip. Pullback attack into a drop toe hold. Might have broke Flashy's nose right there. Well, just in time, my friend. This matchup began only a few moments ago, but so far, Coach Dave Daniels is dominating. Look at this now. Wrenching back on the arms, doing so. Oh my God! Into a dragon sleeper. Coach Dave Daniels with those submission skills on display. But Flashy somehow finds a way out of that. Yo, what up, Bad TNA? Welcome back. Yo, TNA is pretty bad, so I agree with that. Nasty spine buster by Flashy. Well, welcome to CMV, my friends. My friends. Flashy, though, trying to mount a comeback right here. Has Dave Daniels in a... Oh, slam position. Rams him into the corner, then just flinging him out to the center of the ring. To really grind your gears, GOAT. Springboard elbow drop executed to perfection. Just pulled that right out of the textbook. That was beautiful. A vertical base now, but a jawbreaker by Dave Daniels. Going to stagger Flashy a little bit. Allow the coach to capitalize with a lariat. Into the pin, too. One. Just a one count. The knuckle sandwich now being applied. What a devastating maneuver. Putting pressure up against those temples. That actually hurts a fucking lot. Now to the apron, Coach Dave Daniels. Slingshot body splash right there. Caleb's match is the co-main event. So up next we have that tag match. Then it's Mason Ross and Caleb. Then in the main event, Columbus and Gale. Dave Daniels is small. He's jacked, but he's also very athletic. Dangerous package. But look at... What the fuck is Flashy? Holy shit, Captain's hook off the top rope. That's what you gotta do, Flashy. Yes. Now just gotta capitalize up to that second turnbuckle. This is Xbox One, Bad TNA. But if you would like to be a part of CMV, we do have people who create cause for others who do not have the Xbox One. If you want to be a part of the community that bad, you're still welcome. Exclamation point CMV in the chat will give you a link Flashy shooting off that knee off the second turnbuckle, and Coach Dave Daniels responding with a nasty spear. A tweet here, guys, from Mason Ross says, Reality Wrestling and Genesis in one night, yawn. Hope these crowds are okay with spending $100 on boredom. Is that how cheap it is for Reality Wrestling and Genesis? That's pretty cheap, 100 bucks. CMV, man. Being good to its fans. We're actually going to see Harvey Hastings, by the way. He's in the building. Going to be in the corner of Mason Ross during his match later on tonight. I do believe Flashy might have countered Coach Dave Daniels' signature attempt, but Jack Dial-Up in the ringside area, distracting Flashy, nearly allowed Double D to regain control. Oh, boy! Flashy with the... Oh. What is this? 8-second ride by Flashy. That's new. No flash in the pan tonight, but Jack Dial-Up trying to help out his friend. Didn't really work out. Gave the coach a little bit of time, and he's able to use that to kick out. Yo, what up, Enrage? Oh, what up, Dallas, my friend? Welcome, welcome. I believe it's the first time we had you in chat. Nice to have you. As Flashy goes up to the top rope, that 8-second ride didn't work, but perhaps whatever he goes for here will. Beautiful elbow drop. The height he got on that. Now rebounding double axe handle. Coach Dave Daniels in a world of trouble, guys. Coach Dave Daniels now trying to fight back. A couple of distractions by Dial-Up have certainly helped him out. Goes for a flash in the pan, does Double D. Flashy ain't having none of that, though. Snapmare. Elbow square to the face, man. Flashy, he can feel it. He's finally closing in on his first W this season. Actually, he got a win last month over Pharaoh. He did. So he has about that. I think he might be like 1 in probably 10 this season. Look at these headbutts by the coach, though. What? Coach! With a head scissors whip. Flashy now getting dragged away from the ropes. A lot of frequent pins by Dave Daniels in this matchup, I'm noticing. I don't know if that's trying to make Flashy exert his energy or actually trying to finish off the matchup here. Oh, this certainly is. This certainly is. Dave Daniels with that fall-away slam into the bridge. 1, 2, 3, and another loss for Flashy when it was looking like he was finally going to get a W. Damn, so close was Flashy in that matchup. Oh, okay. Yeah, handshake here between the professionals. Letting us know that this is a formidable alliance. As Flashy takes yet another L. Got the hell out of there. He was pissed. I'll be right back. Gonna take a quick drink of water. That last matchup just goes to show you that it doesn't matter how much you've been dominating a matchup. All it takes is one move. Dave Daniels picks up his and CMV. But here we go. Up next, guys, tag team action coming your way as Johnny Vegas returns to action to assist Christ and trying to finally take down High Voltage. Christ's been having his hands full with High Voltage these past couple of... Took a count-out loss to Joe Gates, but then bounced, beating Kobayashi one-on-one last week. Now with the assistance of Vegas, we're going to get one up over them at the same time. Both them. Can't speak. Still to come, though, in our co-main event, guys, Mason Ross returns to action for the first time since he debuted. It absolutely tore apart. And tonight he takes on Caleb Reed. Our main event, we find out who's going to Validation to challenge Maseo Yoon for the Rising Star Championship. Will Johnny Columbus be pulling double duty, or will Black Gale get a crack at the championship? Ugh. Oh, sorry about that. Think I might be coming down with something. That's not good news. But as we get set for this tag team matchup, guys, a tweet coming our way from Flash. He says, I'm seriously fucking pissed off. I think maybe, just maybe, the CM Universe is holding me right the fuck down. I'm pissed. How am I undefeated one season and easily defeated the next? There needs to be a big change in my career, and it needs to start now. Needs to visit Zach Payne's training camp, fight some wolves. That's a serious suggestion, you know. Here comes the always extravagant Johnny Vegas. We haven't seen him in a good couple of weeks. CMV veteran. CM Universe don't seem to be too thrilled about having him back. I know Maury is, though, somewhere. He just got alerted to Vegas' presence. And his tag team partner, the great and powerful Christ, ladies and gentlemen, looks to make CMV his kingdom. Currently unpinned and unsubmitted, but he did take that countout loss, as I was saying to Joe Gates some weeks ago. Just basking in his own glorious Christ. I was just mesmerized by the entrance here of Christ. So there we have it, Vegas and Christ ready to go, as we are going to get high voltage and action, tag team action for the first time since their return. Of course, these guys competed way back when in Season 3 of CMV, return at the top of the month, and been embroiled in fisticuffs with Christ since then. Joe Gates on the left and Kobayashi on the right. If you just close your eyes. Can't help it. Christian's theme is one of those, you know, really hard ones to not sing along with. Oh, Kobayashi showing off his 8-inch pythons. Joe Gates very impressed. High voltage, obviously, much shorter, much more lean than their opposition here. That's going to give them that advantage in athleticism. Vegas and Christ going to have that power game on their side, no doubt about it. Vegas, of course, with the veteran instinct. Here we go. Going to be Johnny Vegas returning to start things off against Kobayashi. As Poe's going to ring that bell and we get it on. Here in our tertiary main event, collar and elbow tie up middle of the ring, switches behind to a waist lock down to a side headlock on the canvas, and a punch directly to the face, going to break them up, back to their feet, head to head, and a T-bone suplex going to throw Kobayashi right over. Looks like a big old elbow drop, old school there across the chest. Vegas now targeting that arm Of course, we know Johnny frequently likes to utilize the Cobra Clutch submission hold. $1 million dream, if you will. So damage in the arm certainly going to help him out in that regard. Another elbow drop back and off the second turnbuckle that time. Now a stomp down onto the arm. Goes to a camel clutch. Looking to fuck his ass, break his back, and make him humble. Is Johnny Vegas here. Kobayashi in a world of hurt, but escapes. Pulling the legs of Vegas down. As he glides through the legs and a tag to Joe Gates here. Kobayashi not starting off so smoothly. Let's see if Gates can turn things around a little bit. Front headlock to Vegas. Gonna take old Johnny boy down. Jawbreaker, though, creates some distance between them, and the veteran shoots in quickly with a headbutt. Using his own noggin as a battering ram there, trying to cave Gates' skull in, and a snap suplex. Looking to bring Joe up to a vertical base, but instead an arm drag. Joe saying, out, help for you, my friend. Punch to the top of the head. Now looking for a vertical suplex, and he gets it. Nicely done. Did everybody just disappear, or did my chat freeze? I feel like everybody's just not talking. Rip in peace. That flashy tweet right there was too much for everybody to handle. Christ now tagged in as Vegas spills to the outside, looks to recuperate. Unfortunately for the great and powerful one, he's chopped out with that clothesline. Another vertical suplex. Indeed. Brought together nicely there by Joe. It looks like a tag maybe to Kobayashi. Christ's big fat body is in the way, though. No, up to the second turnbuckle. Cannonball across those ribs. Kobayashi's liking what he's seeing, cheering his tag team partner on as Joe just stares down at Christ, enthralled with that beard. That is one hell of a beard there on Christ, not going to deny. From behind, looks like an inverted suplex now. Loves his suplexes, does Joe. Stomp that onto the arm, going to put Christ on his stomach, and it looks like a bullplex, some power being showcased by Gates here. Christ and Vegas being dominated right now. Oh, Joe with a catchphrase. Kobayashi and Joe Gates cheered each other on as Joe up to the top rope, perched up high. Frog splash into the pin. One. Oh, but Vegas not only breaks up the pin, but also takes out referee Poe. Vegas put back where he belongs on the apron. God damn, man. High Voltage just seemed to have Christ's number. Christ making that smart tag to bring in Vegas. Belly to take down Gates. Johnny boy now looking for something dastardly there, I'm sure, but a jawbreaker instead. Gonna give Gates some breathing room as now he looks for a hammerlock lariat. Face to face they stand. Irish Whip gonna put Johnny in the corner. Looking for a tag perhaps, but Johnny's not gonna allow it. Irish Whip back to his corner. Christ arguing with Poe here. Watch out, Poe. Nearly taking another bump. Charges him, but Joe Gates reeling him in. Now back over to the corner of High Voltage. Not tit for tat we go. No, Johnny's not having it. Back over to his corner. Christ arguing with the CMV Universe here, who are obviously firmly behind High Voltage. Tag to Christ, though, going to bring him back in. The big man up high uses a weapon with that assisted crossbody. Oh, but Christ taunting. Doesn't see the hot tag made. Here comes Kobayashi with the clothesline. Goes for a high lariat. Oh, well, taken down with a nasty combo right there. Now Christ dragging Kobayashi over his corner, tags in Johnny Vegas. I'm liking the teamwork between Christ and Vegas, I gotta say. Frequent tags working well together. Oh, Vegas with that suplex pile driver. Devastating maneuver. Not gonna break your neck so easily. Vegas not done though, but neither is Kobayashi. With Joe Gates still down, Kobayashi knows he's in a handicap scenario. And Vegas got to work to try to end things here. A little bit of an arm wrench. Leg drop down out of that arm. Joe Gates just now getting back up to his feet. Fireman's carry overhead goes Johnny once again. Kobayashi closes in, not letting this match escape from him so easily. Irish whip into that corner. Coming up from behind. Oh! Oh! Kobayashi with an electric chair drive out of the corner. Into the pin as well. 1, 2. Only a 2 count, though. Joe Gates cheering his tag team partner on. Kobayashi makes the tag to Gates. High voltage. What's this? Together on the top rope. Oh, leg drop body splash combo. Wow. Christ. Not going to come in and make the save. Will this do it? Oh, it nearly does. I don't know how it didn't. Holy shit. 2.99999. Talk about a close call. Vegas able to weather the storm. Front headlock now on Gates. Puts the arm behind the back, continuing to work the arms. Johnny Vegas saying, come on, kids. That all you got? Oh, and this is dangerous territory. We know what Vegas is looking for. Going to seek to lock in that $1 million dream. There it is. Joe Gates going to be forced to submit here. Can he escape? He escapes. Couple of elbows well placed to the ribs, then a snapmare. Gates has to get the hell out of there. The damage done. Here comes Kobayashi with the man bun in tow. Punch to the top of the head. Brought up to a vertical base. Kobayashi smacks that jaw with a fist. Back suplex. Simple but effective. The fans are very vocal in this match. Holy cow. Why would you go right next to Christ there, Kobayashi? Christ, what the hell is he doing? He's just running away. Kobayashi with a phenomenal forearm. Now Kobayashi going after the arm, giving Vegas a taste of his own medicine. Face to face they stand. Scoop slam attempted, but Vegas worms his way out of it with a reverse DDT. Christ struggling to stand on his own regard there on the apron. What the hell do we have here? That was an interesting back suplex. Grabbing a hold of the arm and leg. Modified to his own liking. Oh, now Johnny a second time. Suplex pile driver by the veteran of in-ring competition. That head's got to be hurting for certain. Sorry about that. Let's take a quick drink of water. Now Vegas using Kobayashi's body as a platform to do some quick press-ups. Anywhere, anytime is a place to exercise. Oh, Kobayashi makes the hot tag. Well, Vegas just letting it happen. Here comes Joe. Wow, smacking that. Nope, Joe's not having it. High lariat, another high lariat, but moves out of the way, this Johnny boy. Scoop slam attempt, drops down behind, punch to the back of the head. Joe Gates a finish. There you go. Clothesline right out of the ring. Looks like Vegas might have hit his head on the apron on the way out. That did not look pretty. Goes through the legs. Double boost to the chest instead of going to fling him off. Grabbing him by those ears. Poe at a count of 2. Joe Gates brings the fight back into the ring where it belongs. Punch the back of the head. Now going to take him for a cheeky little walk. Snapmare as he turns him around. And just going to stare at him. Joe Gates has that Harvey Hastings affliction where he just stares at his opponents. Pose like, you going to do something, buddy? Kobayashi still down. Christ just watching from the apron. Nope, Gates content to just watch here. Just looking. Just taking a peep. And still just stunned. Okay. Maybe. I don't know what the game plan is here, but Kobayashi's back on the apron. Oh, to the top rope. Gates hit this earlier in the match on Christ. And there it is on Vegas. Frog splash. 1, 2. Wow. What the fuck? Vegas with that resiliency tonight. All these top rope maneuvers, his ribs got to be bruised, if not broken. Vegas all about that cheddar. Says, I'm looking for a big payday. Look to the jaw from behind. Teardrop suplex. Brings Joe Gates up to his seat, but a European uppercut from the youngin. Didn't see that coming. Looks like a snap suplex from Joe. Kobayashi rallying the CM Universe behind High Voltage here. Getting them up on their feet. They're cheering Joe Gates on. Vertical suplex stalled by a Vegas punch to the ribs. And then a suck it. Was that taunt worth it though, Vegas? I don't know if it was. Catchphrase once again pulled off nicely by Joe. I think he's looking for a tag now. No, to the apron. Watch out, Kobayashi. And then just jumps right back in. All right. Joe Gates, I think he might have suffered a concussion early on in this matchup as we're going to German suplex. Oh, now Joe. What the hell is he looking for here? What is this? Gates with a tiger suplex. Dropping Vegas right down onto his neck. 1, 2. Ah, but Christ. Breaking through the ranks to make the save now. Take it out. No, counters the gut wrench suplex attempt. Anyway, reverse DDT. Joe Gates and all the commotion with a blockbuster to Vegas. And I think my chat definitely froze. I don't think I have 14 viewers and nobody's talking right now. I'm going to have to refresh that after the match. Or perhaps everybody's just so, enthralled with this matchup right now. Their eyes just glued to the television screen. Vegas with this taunt. Says, kid, you ain't winning here today. Front headlock. Snaps the arm down to the canvas. Continuing to work it. Setting him up for that $1 million dream. I'm going to pull the shoulder right out of the goddamn socket. With Kobayashi down, man. Joe Gates is in a bad way right now. Headbutt to the shoulder. Jeez. Oh, no. Gates barely escaped this the first time. And here it is again. $1 million dream cinched in. And Joe Gates is forced to submit. Johnny Vegas and Christ victorious. Johnny Vegas and Christ pull off the win. Can you? Okay, so yeah, my chat did freeze. I was going to say, you guys can hear me and everything, right? I didn't go offline or anything. Everything's good. Christ, Johnny Vegas working very well together, by the way, I have to say. Able to put down High Voltage. I just knew you were in chat, Gumble, and I wanted to trigger you, you know? I refreshed the page, and now I can see the chat, you big dongberry. You love it, don't you, Batman? You just want to get lost in that back hair. Don't deny it. All right, folks, co-main event time here on Reality Wrestling number 40. Of course, our main event still to come, Johnny Columbus, Black Gale one-on-one to see who heads to the validation to challenge Matseo Yum for his CMV Rising Star Championship. Will Columbus be pulling that double duty, or will Black Gale earn himself the championship opportunity? But right now, Mason Ross, the hulking Swedish bodyguard of the United States champion Harvey Hastings, is going to be in action as he takes on Caleb Reed, of course, flanked by his tag team partner in Crow. Where did that come from, Topher? I saw that. I didn't actually read the promo, but I saw that Ricky Spanish and Bish had a promo. But I'm pretty sure, didn't I read like 2 days ago that Ricky Spanish and Omega Lee had a promo? I don't know what's going on. Ricky Spanish. Excuse me, folks. Excuse me. All right, let's get into it, guys. Remember, tonight is a double, so as soon as Reality Wrestling is done, just give me about 10 minutes or so to set up the Genesis card. Then we will be back live with that stacked card. I like the Hellish. Hey, what up, Brooklyn? You're a little bit late. Your matchup was the opener. If you would like spoilers, I would be more than happy to tell you, or if you want to go back and watch it, then whatever you decide. But welcome. Good to have you for the first time. And there you see Harvey Hastings, just so smug. Look how he stands behind Mason Ross. He did the same thing on Fusion against Miles Kelly. Remember, Mason Ross pretty much won that matchup on Fusion for Harvey, because Miles Kelly was closing in on the win. Ross made a distraction, and Harvey capitalized, locking in that Anaconda Vice submission hold of his to win. All right, Brooklyn did get the win. Pretty great matchup. Brooklyn got busted open. Mateo Blade's manager ended up getting ejected after interfering so many times, but Brooklyn did stand victorious in his debut. Look at this, Mason Ross like a fucking... looking like a gorilla. Look at this guy. And Harvey Hastings just like, yep, nobody can touch me, motherfuckers. Yeah, I said earlier this week, I don't know where the hell Harvey Hastings found Mason Ross. Maybe in a lab or something. There we go, the Anarchist now, but it is Caleb Reed and action on his own. I do not envy Mr. Reed on this night. But he does have Crow supporting him ringside. Of course, Crow, this past Sunday, was involved in the King of the Ring tournament. He fell out first round, though. And the Anarchists have quite a colossal opportunity coming their way. It was announced earlier this week, guys, that next week, the go-home edition of Fusion before Validation next Sunday, that the Anarchists will finally get their matchup against Dance Party, and the tag team titles will be on the line. So Caleb hoping to get some last-second momentum for him and Crow here, but it's not starting off great as Mason Ross doing exactly what he did to Troy Myers some weeks ago, and just dismembering Caleb. But Reed fights back. Tripping up Mason Ross. Brings him up to a vertical base now. Shoots for a grapple, but Mason Ross just completely denies it. Forearm smash right across the head. That's not enough to satiate Ross, though. Brings Caleb up to his feet, kicks in the midsection, and a forearm smash right to the back. Batman, why are you inviting me to a party? Bullplex, and I'm just going to fling Caleb into the corner like a rag doll. Like it ain't no thing but a chicken wing. And Harvey Hastings, the CMV United States champion ringside, guys, is loving every second of this. Who's going to want to challenge Harvey Hastings? Oh, wrinkle the eyes by Caleb Reed. Of course, Harvey is a part of Team Travis King at Validation next Sunday. Letting Mason Ross handle the work. Look at Caleb firing back with a bullplex. Hey, what up, Diamond? Vintage Diamond showing up late. But it's time for our co-main event. Just started about a minute ago. Jawbreaker now by Caleb, using whatever he can against the big man here. Snapmare going to put Ross into a seated position. I always say that when you're against a bigger, stronger man, you take them off their feet and work them on the ground. Of course, Mason Ross isn't exactly tall. I think Caleb is actually taller than him, but absolutely jacked to the fucking gills. Look at that. Elbow drop right across the chest, and another bullplex now. And you see Caleb clutching at that lower back of his. That's never a great sign. Might have suffered a back injury here with that tag team title opportunity coming up for he and Crow next week. That's something that he most definitely does not want. Look at those knee to the ribs and then kicking the chest. This is the co-main event, Diamond. The main event's still to come up next. Johnny Vegas and Black Gale, #1 contendership for the Rising Star title. So you can see your favorite Johnny Columbus in action. Another jawbreaker by Caleb. Seems to be his go-to maneuver in this matchup. Now Caleb with the power on display. Deadlift powerbomb to Mason. Rebounds, double axe handle to that knee. Working the legs as Caleb now brings Mason Ross to his feet. I got to give Caleb credit. He's lasted longer than I thought he would against Ross here. And not only that, vintage Caleb with the snap suplex out of the corner. Certainly an interesting way to hit a suplex. Oh, look at that. Harvey Hastings now paying back Mason Ross for his big assist earlier this week on Fusion. Ross to his feet, closes in on Caleb, and nothing pretty coming out of this. Snake eyes. That top turnbuckle, spaghetti legs, but Caleb snaps back too quickly with a dragon screw. Oh, spear by Caleb, shades of his brother John. But the United States champion, once again distracting Poe here, forces Caleb to release the pin. Caleb certainly a bit miffed about that, but trying to stay in the driver's seat here the best that he can. Oh, jam, tries for a grapple. Mason Ross just like, nah, fuck out of here. Back suplex, though, by Reed, and Crow's loving it, cheering his tag team partner on, his friend. We're going to cause a bit of anarchy here on Reality Wrestling, but a fireman's carry going to take Caleb overhead and right into the jaws of Mason Ross. Going to take him for a little bit of a walk, leads him up against the ropes, and nothing pretty coming out here. Oh, back body drop. Mason Ross hanging on for dear life. Just taunting the Swede. Face to face, staring at him, trying to size up Ross. I don't know how smart this is. Caleb's going to pay for it. Hot shot. And now Ross looking for something nasty. And it looks like Caleb Reed is going to meet a bitter end tonight. As Harvey Hastings tosses in a steel chair. Why are you distracting the ref right now, you ding-dong? Harvey, what a fool. You're distracting the ref as Mason goes for a pin. I think he wants Mason to use the chair. Now Mason Ross has a chin lock cinched in. Looking to slow things down a little bit. Obviously, the longer this matchup goes, the more it will benefit the smaller, the more agile Caleb. Look at that, pouncing on him now. Hammering away with these right hands, and Caleb busted wide open. Look at that, flexing those 18-inch pythons. Poe discarding of the chair. That was just a completely pointless setup. Jawbreaker now. Mason Ross going to take a tumble down to the canvas. Can't believe Harvey distracted the ref. Fucking Ross went for a pin. What a ding-dong. I guess Harvey wants more pain to be inflicted on Caleb here. Oh, but that might have given Caleb the opening he needs. Wasteland. Oh. Ooh, and then a senton. Nice combination. Harvey trying to pull apart the top turnbuckle. Poe has to fix it now. Harvey, a lot of interfering by the United States champion in this matchup. Poe checks on Mason as Reed lines up the shot. Another spear, but countered by the Swede. The monster looking for something of his own there. I'm not too sure what, but countered, whatever. It was to be. A super kick to the ribs. Mason Ross quickly trying to pull himself up, using the ropes. Caleb from behind going to stop that from happening. Reverse DDT down under the knee. Senton swanton again by Reed. Caleb going for a stop. Mason Ross, though, instead going to bring him up over the shoulders for a Samoan drop. Now dragging Caleb's lifeless body away from the ropes. Lateral press here. Caleb busted open, bleeding bad, blood rushing down that face. Only a 1 count, though. And Caleb popping up to bring Mason overhead with that arm drag kick to the midsection now. Into a front headlock, man. I can't believe how back and forth this match has been. Oh, my God. Hastings again distracting Caleb here, talking about his mama. Mason Ross trying to get back up to his feet, using the time he's being given from his boss. Another jawbreaker, Jesus. Now Mason dragged away from the rope, says it's a vertical lateral press by Caleb. That only gets a 2 count. And Caleb almost astonished, like he can't believe it. But the Anarchist looking for another spear. Again countered by Mason. Jeez. The first spear hit successfully, but the 2 after. Mason's got well scouted. Oh, bleeding bad now is Caleb as Mason just toys with him. Military press just plummeting back down onto the canvas. Crow forced to watch as his tag team partner and friend is being dismantled. Oh, okay. My controller didn't even die. I don't know why it randomly does that sometimes. It'll just pause the game out of nowhere. Now Mason. Here we go. Hopefully Harvey Hastings will not distract the ref again. Bitter end. Caleb out like a light. That's going to be a rope break. That shouldn't be a rope break, I feel. 1, 2. Oh, wow. Caleb kick it out. Okay. That should have been a rope break. I don't know how the hell Caleb kicked out of that. Mason Ross having a tough time putting down Caleb here. I gotta say, I'm surprised. Not taking anything away from Caleb, but I didn't expect this level of pushback from him. That looked like such an obvious rope break from that camera angle. Yeah, Chris Benoit messing with my controller over here. Snapmare by Caleb puts Mason Ross down in that seated position, but an elbow to the face. Looks like Reed was attempting a headbutt. Oh, look at that. Nice wherewithal by Caleb to roll out of the ring. That's hard. In the corner of Mason Ross, that's the United States champion Harvey Hastings. And the corner of Caleb is Crow. Oh, Mason Ross. Oh, I think he was trying for a power slam, but Caleb escaped. And now Reed, Mamma Mia, going to try for another spear. Will he get it this time? He will. After it got countered twice. Oh, my God. Poe just keeps falling for Harvey Hastings' games over here. Eject him already, Poe. What the fuck? Sure, he's the United States champion, but he's interfered about 20 times already in this match. God damn. Pinfall attempt. Now look at the face of Caleb. Absolutely drenched in that crimson. Donning that proverbial crimson mask, if you will. Another chin lock being applied by Mason Ross. A little bit of an itchy nose. A jawbreaker. Caleb, I don't even know how Caleb's seeing right now. Literally, his entire face is just drenched. He's going to need some stitches for sure. And with that tag team title match coming up next week on Fusion, risking an injury like this is not good. If I were Caleb, I'd honestly just... I know it might hurt his pride, but I'd probably just throw the match, man. Something more important on the line next week. But Caleb's not going to quit. Oh, back elbow. I think Caleb might have been looking for that suplex of his. Look at this. Mason Ross slowly, methodically. Crow can't even look. Oh, dear God. Those big, meaty claws wrapped around Caleb's throat for that choke bomb. And now, gonna try for it again. Power slam by Mason. Showing off that raw strength. Down on one knee. I gotta put respect on both these guys' names. Especially Caleb, honestly. Oh, Mason Ross rolling to the outside, but plops right in front of Crow. That's a bad part to be. A bad place to be, I should say. Chris Diamond with a tweet that says, Reality Wrestling needs better turnbuckles. Thank God for Harvey Hastings. Harvey's fidgeting with the turnbuckles all match long. Chris Diamond, of course, going to be teaming with Harvey Hastings come Validation. Both men a part of Team King at Power Slam again into the pin, but a rope break for Caleb. Oh, yeah, someone can post the Discord for Brooklyn in there. He's been looking for it, but I haven't gotten a chance to send it to him as Mason Ross looks to finally bring this to an end. Bitter end. That's got to be it. That a rope break? No, 1, 2, 3, and Mason Ross victorious. Oh, Mason Ross celebrating after that hard-fought victory. Looks to... No, Mason Ross looks to put an exclamation point on that. Oh, he's attacking Crow. Mason Ross wasn't content to just take down Caleb, but attacking Crow as well, who is just innocently taking out both members of the Anarchist. Yeah, it's over. That was pretty mean. Go tell Mason Ross. Go tell him. And a tweet, guys, from Harvey Hastings says, Anarchists, you are not worthy. As his personal bodyguard not only took out Caleb, but Crow, too. What a match, though. Certainly got to give Caleb props. Oh, my babe, my one and only. Welcome, welcome, just in time for the main event of the evening, my friends. As we are going to find out who's going to Validation next Sunday to challenge Maseo Yume for the CMV Rising Star Championship. Johnny Columbus, of course, already scheduled to compete at Validation as a part of Team Divine. But if he is victorious here, he'll be pulling that double duty. The current champion, RJPW's Yume, winning the title this past Sunday by defeating Jack Diallo, of course, a man that Johnny Columbus knows very well. Columbus made it to the semifinals of King of the Ring after getting past Chris Diamond in the first round. Columbus also coming off a win this past Monday alongside Divine over Travis King and Chris Diamond. In the main event, some tag team action. And Crow responding to Harvey Hastings here saying, you are not worthy of that U.S. title. As here we go, the ominous, certainly unique Black Gale returning to action for the first time in a couple of weeks as he looks to become a #1 contender for the Rising Star Championship. Black Gale has his vices. He has his addictions. When he's in that ring, he is a very dangerous competitor. What happens to the winners of the 4v4? Well, the Genesis 4v4 match, Click versus Team Eli, that has some big implications behind it. As if Click win, then not only will Bob Luger get the Alpha World title shot at SummerSlam, but also Elijah Stewart will be forced to join Click. If Team Eli wins, then Elijah obviously won't have to join Click, and he'll get the title shot at SummerSlam. But Team King, Team Divine, it's nothing but some personal angst on the line. Bad blood looking to finally be settled. As we get underway here in the main event. Oh, a handshake. All right, that's what I love to see, is good sportsmanship before a matchup. Handshake, and now Poe rings the bell and we get it on. Hey, there's Maury. Speaking of, I say Elijah Stewart's name and he appears. Punch directly to the face. Now Black Gale brought up onto the shoulder for a flapjack. Ooh, it looks like Gale might have caught his arm on the rope too. Double damage right there. And here's a tweet from Harvey Hastings' response to Crow saying, "Obviously I am, seeing as I'm the one holding it. Keep being irrelevant." Ooh, what is this by Gale? Oh, Brim! Basta! Of course, so far, Elijah Stewart has only announced Pierre Thompson. He still has 2 more members to pick to be on his team. We know that Click will be comprised of Bob Luger, Xander Slate, Randy Borton, and Reese Matthews. It's been announced that next week, guys, on Genesis, just a couple of days before Validation, that Prime Vibe, Stewart, and Pierre Thompson will challenge Randy Borton and Xander Slate for their World Tag Team titles. And as voted by the CM Universe on our website, cmvwrestling.com, ! join in the chat. We'll give you a link. Looking like it's going to be a ladder match, guys. The first ever Tornado Tag Team ladder match in CMV's history. My nose is so fucking itchy right now. Holy shit. I've been itching it this entire time. I've been talking as Gale goes for a Phoenix Splash from the second turnbuckle, but Johnny Columbus saw it coming a mile away, able to move it. Oh my God. I'm about to rip off my goddamn nose, I swear. Pull back attack into a pedal and backbreaker rather. Columbus switching it up on me right quick. Arm drag down, puts Columbus down on one knee. Gale gonna close it in and watch out Poe. Rebounds for, mamma mia, whoop. Guillotine on that bottom turnbuckle off the drop toe hold. Stomp down onto the arm now. As Gale just dragging him into the position. He sees fit for a curb stomp. Face to mat. Oh, I didn't even see that turnbuckle get exposed. Who did it? I was probably itching my nose. Or looking at chat. Completely missed that though. Reverse DDT by Gale. I can't see either one of these guys dirty heel tactics like that. I guess with such an opportunity on the line, they'll do what they have to win, as Gale beckons for Johnny to get up onto his feet. Oh. That was botched to high hell, but still took Columbus down, so I guess in a way it was successful. Just throwing caution to the wind. Ooh, woo! Salida del Sol by Columbus, grabbing the legs, looking for the pin. Not even a 1 count. Jeez Louise, come on. Up to the second turnbuckle. Yeah, Harvey Hastings messed with the turnbuckle so much in that last match that it just fell off. Columbus stomping on the down. Gale as he looks to bring him up to his feet, but Gale's waiting for him. Arm wrench going to take him right down to the mat. Hooks the leg, does Gale. Obviously not looking to finish, but forcing Johnny Columbus to put out some energy that he really can't afford to. I said the longer this matchup goes, the more it would benefit someone like Gale. We've seen him have some wars so far this season against Johnny Vegas and the like. Gale can go. Nice reverse DDT right there. Slapping the tail on the way down and all. Leg drop, simple but effective by Johnny Boy. And I think Johnny Columbus certainly earned himself a lot of respect and a lot of fans in the CM universe after his showing in King of the Ring. Certainly impressed me, and especially earlier this week on Fusion. That tag team match, his first main event, and he walked out with the win alongside Paul Devine. Goes for a clothesline, ducks it, this Gale. And a leg drop, Bulldog. Hey, Echo, yeah, right there. Echo's a big fan, and now the headbutts. Using his own noggin as a weapon. Trying to break Columbus's nose. Both these men fighting to become #1 contender for the CMV Rising Star Championship. Masao Yuma waits the winner on the pre-show of Validation next Sunday. Oh, there's that exposed turnbuckle coming into play. I forgot about it again. I don't know if Johnny did that intentionally or if he just forgot about it, but either way, that is some nasty damage inflicted, and Columbus looks to capitalize. O'Connor roll, German suplex, bridge to boot. 1, 2, but just a 2 count. Now Johnny lying in wait. Sleeper slam. All tied together. Uno, dos, no tres. Tougher, no trace. Is that you, Ryan? Oh, now busted wide open is Gale, as that sleeper slam might not have been enough to get Johnny the win, but he's certainly in control. And again to the exposed turnbuckle. All right, the first time it might have been a mistake, but the second time, Johnny definitely knew what he was doing right there, and Gale's had enough of it. We had a handshake at the start of this matchup, but now Johnny's using these dirty heel tactics to try to get the win. Wrong time for Gale to have taunted right there. That's going to cost him, as Johnny now with a teardrop suplex. Northern Lights suplex pulled off nicely. And another bridge by Johnny Boy, but only a 2 count still. Columbus bringing Gale's limp body up to a vertical base, but Gale with a forearm smash, letting us know that he's still good. He's still got some left in the tank, baby. His heart ain't dying just yet. Coming up from behind in the corner, but Columbus with the wherewithal to see it coming. Michinoku driver vintage match enter here in CMV, but no pin attempt by Columbus. You saw Johnny drop down to his knee for a moment. Both these men are tired. This has been a hard hit and hellacious matchup thus far. Only one of these guys can get that Rising Star Championship opportunity, though. Slips through the head scissors. Gale now waiting for Columbus to get back up to his feet, only to catch a fireman's carry that sends him overhead. Face to face, they stand toe to toe, and the side effect by Johnny. Out of instinct, just collapses into the pin. 1, 2, no, but still not enough. Johnny can't believe it, slapping his hands, telling Poe, come on, man, that was a 3. Goes for a kick to the back. Gale, though, moves out of the way of the neck breaker. The jumping neck breaker. Gale takes a little twirl. The CM universe split between these two men. Oh, spinning back fist. Ripped Johnny Columbus's jaw right there. Just got unhinged. Still not quitting, though. Oh, sleeper slam a second time. And Gale's lifeless body dragged away from the ropes. Hooks that leg. 1, 2. No, are you kidding me? Johnny Columbus, I should say, is livid. We saw Johnny Vegas earlier tonight get that nice win alongside Christ. But Columbus here is not too happy. Certainly can't blame him. But Gale to the apron. Oh, we know what's coming here. The blackout. Middle of the ring, nabs that leg. 1, 2, 3, and Black Gale is going to validation. What a match. Hard fought between these two superstars, but it is Black Gale who earns himself the Rising Star Championship match at Validation. Look at this, man. Johnny Columbus had the match won so many times, using the exposed turnbuckle even to try to give himself the advantage. But in the end, that blackout seals the deal. And Gale, Maseo Yume, Rising Star title next Sunday at Validation. All right, my fine feathered friends. I am going to stop the stream and set up the Genesis card. So 5-10 minutes or so, I will be back live. You don't want to miss it. Genesis is going down, my friends.